As preppers, we need an emergency wood stove. So what we have here is we have some some square tube steel over 1/8 inch. We're gonna weld down the seam here, and we're gonna make a base, which is gonna be the center post for our wood stove. It's gonna be one solid beam coming down with some kind of footing. We'll figure that out when we get there. I kind of have to put it in the vise and squeeze and manipulate it so that it's flush, but we'll get there. Alright, so we're welded on both sides. I don't even know if I have to clean it up. Probably clean it up a little. Another point I wanted to make out is anybody who has a chop saw, always check your chop saw. If you need to make adjustments, drop the hammer, make sure she's square. See how she's nice and square? Just about. Got to tweak it a little tiny bit. Always check your chop saw. For those of y'all questioning my welds, there's your nugget right there. Full penetration. So we have our tube that we made welded now to the propane tank. I decided to offset it and keep it more forward. This is going to be the back, so let's see it stood up. All right, so that's what you have when it's on the ground. Now I just got to figure out some kind of legs, but that beam is pretty heavy. I'm going to say it's about 25 to 30 pounds. Tank is not real heavy, so now we got to figure out some kind of legs. So here's what you got. I welded it onto a really nice rim that I had. And yeah, so I guess now we'll move on to doing the stovepipe and the door and all that type stuff. But Debbie's real happy with it, and we're going to put it in the bedroom. Once it's all nice and barbecue black, and you have the nice little chrome knob on there, or whatever knob we get and stuff, I mean, I think it'll look really good. But as preppers, I think it's important that we always have some kind of portable job, and I haven't seen anybody doing anything like this. The reason I fabricated that tube was so that when we're laying in bed we could see it. And then on the side I'm going to put a couple of hooks for the poker and stuff like that. And like I said, it's just meant to heat up the bedroom. Stay tuned for updates on the wood stove. See y'all later. Day 2. Man, this stuff is on here like glue. It's like some heavy duty powder coat, so I just cut a small hole in the top there to try and heat it up. And it seems to be out working pretty good. Not great, but once I have like a 4 or 5 inch hole in there, for now I just cut that hole in there to have it vent a little bit. Once in a while it's going out, but it's getting off the powder coat stuff, so that's what we got. I built a little square frame. I was struggling back and forth with what to do, and we'll just have a nice little 1/8 inch plate door. And yeah, so alright, so this is what we got so far. Like I said, I framed out for the door, welded it all up. She's rock solid, and I guess the next step's probably going to be a door. I'm going to need some 1/8 inch plate. She looks pretty good though. She looks really nice. Doing a little test fit. She fits nice there. Cozy little wood stove. Yeah, baby. Well, we finally got the wood stove going. Debbie did the little thing with the river rocks there, and we got the little wood stove going this year. Got all the kindling split up. Got myself a piece of 1/8 inch, bent it around, and cut out for the wood stove pipe. Fabricated a little table for her. She said she wanted a little table to put the twigs and stuff like that. Got a piece of 1/8 inch, bent it around, cut it out, made a little lip for it there. So the wood stove's coming along. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. What's up, everybody? This is my propane tank. I guess you could call it wood stove for the front porch, so we could look at it at night. Made it with some old 1/4 inch plate that I had laying around there. This is from a welding cylinder. Obviously it's a propane tank. I had some hand-me-down angle iron, made a window. Got some 1/8 inch, and I bent it around a piece of plate. This is some warehouse shelving that I had laying around. and I welded the two together to make a tube. It's 1/8" wall, and then I welded it together to make that octagon tube, and then we welded it to a wheel rim. So things get really bad, we have something to cook on, and we also have something to look at night when we sit on the front porch, because me and Debbie like to have our coffee or tea on the front porch. Debbie and I are having a nice little cup of leftover coffee. It took about 5 minutes. It's good to know. Pretty much depend on yourself. Almost want to grill up some steaks. Starting to rub it down with a little bit of motor oil. It looks like it's getting darker, because I know paint won't hold up, so I'm going to keep hitting it with the motor oil, get it a little hotter, and see what we get. Planted a couple cherry trees over here. They seem to be growing really well. One there, got another one over here. This one is growing real good too. It's growing a lot of stems off it. Our furnace is over there. Can't afford to put it in. Supply your own wood. It's a race against the frost for the tomatoes. We still have about a dozen or so tomatoes, and so that's pretty good. Some cherry tomatoes over here. They're at the end of their lifespan. The frost could be coming any day now. Got a few over here. Debbie went apeshit crazy with the squash. Each one of them has about 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squash. Look at all them squash coming up. There's about 6 of them. Everywhere you look, squash. We're gonna can all that. Not bad for a city girl, huh? More hot peppers over here. We got all the other stuff in the back there, the watermelon and the cantaloupe and all that stuff, but yeah, I don't see anything happening on this one here. Broccoli over here. Debbie also planted peas, radishes. Under here we got some carrots growing. She's experimenting with that back there. So we're kicking ass over here. Another pile of firewood over there. Not bad for some city people, huh? Look at all those beautiful cherry tomatoes. Roast them with a little bit of garlic. Gonna have some more hot peppers to can soon. Debbie's kicking ass. We got lots and lots of hot peppers, man. You can't see them in the video, right? Can you? We got 4 or 5 on there. About 4 or 5 on there. We got some bell peppers coming up. One there. One there. Bell pepper there. Got a bunch of other hot ones that Debbie planted for me here. Oh, there's Debbie mowing the 3 acres. She loves that riding mower, that Husqvarna mower.